Hey everybody! No, that's not me. That's good old Uncle Dave. We love him. Anyway, how y'all doing today? This is the second video from my wonderful exotic kitchen. Sorry about the clutter, but we live here. I'm not real sure I trust people with perfectly clean and organized kitchens, but anyway, that's just me. So this little video, I want to share some ideas. I want to share some tips and tricks, maybe, if you want to call it that, things that I've come across in over the years that I've been enjoying the outdoors. I am north of 50 years old, and I've been in the outdoors probably my whole entire life. I'm 52. I was born in 65. In the month of November, my first outing was to church, and in January I was taken deer hunting. Following summer, I went summer of 66. Well, that was January of 66. Summer of 66, I was actually taken fishing. Don't remember a lot about it, but it's just the way I was raised. I was raised, basically raised by my grandfather, and that is all we did. Most kids little leagued and footballed and things like that. Not me. I was deer hunting and fishing and having a good time in the outdoors, camping, most of my life. So, just a couple of things that might help you out. I'm not going to tell you how to camp. I'm not going to tell you how to fish. That's up to you. Whatever works for you works for me. That if you're eating and enjoying the fruits of your labors. So, without going any further, babbling, because I tend to be long-winded, I've got a few things here laid out on my workbench slash kitchen table, and I just want to go over a few little hints, tips. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. So first thing, I want to get rid of these knives here, so I'll talk about them for a minute. Previous video I was talking about buying my Condor bush lore. The fact that the blade has this gray coating, anodizing, I think they call it, or some sort of whatever. Wood handle, dark brown sheath. I use the blaze orange paracord for my lanyard, and it's not really even a functional lanyard. It's a piece of paracord double tied in an overhand knot with a few overhand knots down it, just in case I want something to grip onto, but it's not a wrap around your hand, help you out or anything. It's specifically in case I drop this knife or lay it down doing something and walk away from it, I can spot it easily. I'll be able to spot it in the dried leaves. I'll be able to spot it in the pine straw. Won't be losing it. On that vein of thought, again, my Mora companion, a lot of us like the OD green colors and the muted shirts, and to be honest, this is not what I would wear into the woods. This is just a knock-around t-shirt because I was messing with some dirty stuff earlier that if I get it on this old work shirt, it won't matter. And but anyway, muted colors, tans, browns, OD greens, olive green, whatever you want to call it. My wife, who I'm trying to get into bushcraft here, she thinks I'm just buying her stuff, but the truth is I wanted her to go in the woods with me. So, that being said, I bought her a Mora. It is a really nice electric blue. she likes it. It's just a Mora Companion, stainless steel. She really likes it, likes the color of it. It's really bright colored. She said she took it out on the job site for my new shop while I was off driving my truck, and was using it to cut string. They were trying to get the foundation forms level, the dirt level for it. And she said she laid it down in the grass, and for a second she kind of panicked and said, you know, oh my God, I've had it a few days and I've lost it already. Said she turned around and looked, and from about 40 feet she saw this thing no problem. So that is a good deal. Also, because I love my wife, hint hint guys, ladies, I bought her the Mora Eldress for a neck knife. Now, I tend to go something simpler. I've got this, I wear this all the time. I wear this at work, I wear it driving the truck. I have to stow it in my checked baggage to fly, because we fly at the end of every load. But it rides, it's there, it weighs next to nothing. It is a K-bar. It's their zombie collection. It's kind of got a strange shape to the blade, but seems like a pretty good blade. It's there for defense, or mainly I use it to cut open things that I can't tear open with my teeth, or shouldn't anymore. Anyway, hangs on a little piece of paracord. It's very handy. She liked the idea of the neck knife, so I got her the Mora Eldress. Nice little short neck knife. I'm not sure I like a blade that short, but she's happy with it. Couple of tips on this. Number one, this Bikini retention strap device. When you first get this knife and you go to put this thing on, it's probably not going to fit right. Kind of force it on there, kind of pull on the strap a little bit, stretch on it a little bit, force it over, snap it, and just leave it, and it will relax. Second thing is this little tag here serves no other purpose except that's not a lot of knife right here to grab hold of, you know, for me or anybody else. That just gives you a little extra something to hang on to when you pull it out, till you get it out of the sheath. Again, it matches the knife. It's pretty. The neck lanyard I made for her, just a piece of paracord. Again, paracord from the dollar store. It'll never see 550 pounds, so if it's not really up to spec, I'm not that worried about it. It was inexpensive. Key ring. That's nothing but a split ring key ring. Came off of a freebie keychain key ring of some sort. Don't even remember what type of a freebie it was, but it was a promo. Ran it through the holes on the bottom, tied the lanyard to it. She's ecstatic with it. It works great for her. She wears it, you know, anytime we're out and about in the outdoors. But again, the blue color. And the only thing we're not happy about was, and this is what you deal with on Amazon in places, the two blues are not the same color. Why would you do that? Anyway, but they're both blue, and she enjoys them. Okay, moving on. So the colors, the point there was the colors. If you have kids, wives, if you yourself are forgetful, tend to put something down and walk away from it at times, go ahead and consider the colored knives if you're buying a Mora. The colors, you know, they've got some really bright ones that I probably wouldn't choose, but yeah, they're nice to have. Okay, so moving on. While I'm on the road, I do a lot of shopping. We get to go places a lot of people don't, and you know, from my area. We don't have an academy in my part of Mississippi, so I get to shop at Academy. I get to shop at Dick's, and I get to shop at the Bass Pro Shops. I get to visit places like Quartzsite in Arizona and pick things up that sometimes you can't really find anywhere else. One of the places that I did find that was really nice, fortuitous, and we don't have one of those either, is Hobby Lobby. And oh, if you're a bushcrafter and you go in Hobby Lobby, you're really going to be impressed, because there's all kind of neat stuff in there you can use. Paracord and findings and rings and leather and things to make danglers sheaths with, and bags and oh. Anyway, one of the things I found at Hobby Lobby is this three sizes of canvas, cotton duck canvas zipper bags, and they're relatively inexpensive. Not even really sure what's in this one. I just picked it up and grabbed it. Oh, I've got some Chicago screws and silver pieces in there that I've used in my leather craft. This one here is, oh, perfect example. I've got my Sawyer filter in here. And I know a lot of people have put them in a mesh bag, but unfortunately where I live, we have a lot of dust. We have a lot of dirt running around. We have a lot of critters that run around, spiders and gnats and fleas and cockroaches and spiders, and I don't like spiders. But anyway, the canvas bag keeps my Sawyer from getting anything in it. Even when I'd go into the woods, I throw this in the backpack or whatever bag I'm taking, and I've got it with me. I don't have to worry about dust and dirt and critters and whatever getting into it. Really good. I think I paid for the whole set of these, I think I paid like $7, tax and all. Really nice thick canvas. Another hint I'll throw out there, a lot of people have thought about it already, I don't know, maybe somebody didn't. These are they're like the Crystal Light lemonade. I love lemonade, drink it all the time. Little Crystal Lights, they make even water you'd use the purification tabs on. That right there, water that you're filtered with your Sawyer and it just doesn't quite taste right, throw the lemonade in there, you eliminate that problem. Things that kind of outside the box. This is made by Ambico. This is a 35 millimeter. Most of you, some don't, some will remember the little 35 millimeter cameras. You load the film in them. They were Instamatic. They were relatively inexpensive. These bags make excellent gear bags inside your pack. You can mini survival kits, repair kits, tool kits, whatever. You can find these things dirt cheap, and I do mean dirt cheap. This one right here, I gave $1 for it. Nothing wrong with it. I do have the strap that goes on it. It was barely used. Camera wasn't in it because I guess the battery's corroded in the camera or whatever, but yeah, it makes an excellent, this would make an excellent little travel small. As a matter of fact, I do have one, it's a gray one, that I have a little travel kind of survival kit in there. Mylar space blanket and some things like, you know, drop cloth, things like that. So that's another little hint. I have the opportunity to go to places that give away gloves and things like that. If you don't have that, they're really inexpensive. These are canvas and leather palmed canvas gloves. These type gloves right here are excellent for working with your fire. They don't weigh anything like a welder's glove might. They're plenty thick enough that you can grab a hot pan, even grab a hot log or something that rolls out and throw it back in. These are really good. Also, you know, you may be dragging wood up out of the forest, the bush, the woods, dragging something back to camp and just don't want your hands grody on it. You know, you don't want sap or don't want the bark to eat your hands up. These are really good. They, like I said, for the weight of them and the price, you can usually find these about $2, or you can get them for free. That's even better. A pair of gloves like that comes in handy. Most people nowadays, especially our age, my age, older, younger, are on medication. One thing I keep in my pack, one thing I keep in all my little survival kits, I keep a medicine bottle. And inside the medicine bottle I've got petroleum jelly, Vaseline, cotton balls. I just dip them in the Vaseline and stuff them in. Just keep stuffing them in until I can't fit anymore. Screw the lid on it. These are one of the best fire starters and one of the cheapest fire starters. You can get a whole big bag of natural cotton balls for about $2. You can get a China Mart brand, huge China Mart brand deal of Vaseline or petroleum jelly for $2, $3. Just depends, you know, where you find it. On that same line of saving money, one thing that I try to keep in my kits is a drop cloth. You know, back in the 80s, I actually took my scouts out. This is just a plastic 0.8 mil 9x12 plastic drop cloth, like a painter's drop cloth. And I actually took my scouts out. We went on an overnight camping trip, and I let them volunteer. I provided the drop cloths and let them volunteer, and they made their own emergency makeshift shelter and slept in it for the night out of this. It's waterproof, it's bug proof if you close it up right, it's lightweight. That right there, quarter pound maybe, and yeah, so give that a thought, you know, if it hasn't occurred to you. Check your clearance aisles in your dollar stores and things. I picked this up at our local dollar store. It's a little flask. It probably was designed and marketed with the intention of putting some type of alcoholic beverage in it, maybe, or who knows. It is 100% stainless steel and 6 ounces. What I do with this, I keep my alcohol in it for my denatured alcohol for my alcohol stove. 6 ounces. You know, I can go on a 3-day trip and cook every evening with that little alcohol burning stove that I made out of the soda can, and this will last the entire trip. I've got a couple of them. If I need more, I take another one of these. Like I said, light, compact, keeps the alcohol from leaking out. It's got a gasket in it. Really, really good. I think I paid $1.50, $2 for that at a Dollar General, Dollar Family Dollar, Dollar Tree type place. Let's see. For a ground cloth, 6 by 8 foot ground poly tarp. I don't know if I can get that close enough to see it. Did I? Yep. For the grand price of $2.49, say $2.50, I've got a 6 foot by 8 foot ground cloth. Lay it down on the ground, sit on it, put my stuff on it. Don't have to worry about it disappearing under the leaves. Don't have to worry about moisture or bugs or spiders coming up out of the leaves into my things. $2.50. If it lasts more than a couple of trips, I'm happy with it. Just got that at a place called Ollie's Outlet. Whole handful of those for, you know, 20 bucks. Also, when I was at the knife store, now I don't know how many people, I don't know how many of you might travel a lot. I fly, like I say, we fly at least once a week, and I am not condoning anything illegal. I'm not trying to say that you should do something illegal, but just in case it ever crossed your mind that you would love to have one of your little toys with you rather than in your checked bag, the Lansky Knife and Tool makes what they used to call a THE. Now it's just the knife. It's actually a plastic knife. It's molded on one side and flat on the back side of it. It does have a pretty sharp edge to it. It's made out of a plastic polymer. $3.99 if they find it in your carry-on. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I keep it with something, you know, office. Just brainstorming, not suggesting anything. It's, yeah, letter opener, but it's also a defense tool. And in these times we're in right now, a defense tool can either be extra weight, extra trouble, or it can be something that you'll regret not having when the time comes that you need it. So make up your mind, draw your own conclusions about that. Alright, another item that I use quite a bit, mainly on my boots, and I use it to treat my Alice packs on occasion when it seems like things start. Kiwi. Camp Dry from Kiwi. It's a silicone spray. I know they've got, there's other brand names for it, but it's just a silicone waterproofing spray. It works really well. You spray it down, let it dry. It works on your boots, works on hats, works on backpacks. Just basically whatever you might need it for. And something that has extended the life of some of my gear. And some of my clothing or hats such as that, it's caused me to be able to use them for more than just what they were originally designed for. Just, you know, spray my hat down with it, and now it's waterproof. So if you're like me, I run through boots. Be honest, all truck drivers do, because the diesel fuel just eats the soles up. So new boots, if you're like me, new boots hurt your feet. They hurt mine, they hurt most people's. This is available usually at a Western wear store. You can find it. It's by Justin Boots. It's called Boot Stretch. You spray your boots down according to the directions, get them good and wet, put your boots on, wear them, walk them dry, and it helps the leather relax, you know. And I can't recommend this strongly enough. If you wear boots, if you like having comfortable boots without hot spots and tight spots, this will get you out of having that problem. Another thing that I carry with me, and they're in the truck, they're in the car, they're in the camper, they're in my saddlebags for my motorcycle. I carry compasses. I mean, it's the original GPS. There's a lot of times when, I'll be honest with you, depending on where you are, if you're out of your normal stomping grounds, you don't know. The GPS can tell you where you're at, but that don't mean you don't know which direction to go from there. Compass. They're cheap. Believe you can get them anywhere from $5 to $25. This one is a Silva. This is an old Silva. Actually taught orienteering and map reading, map and compass to my scouts in the 80s with this. Keep them handy. The next item I got, I picked up in Quartzsite, Arizona at a craft place called Hardee's. Not kin to the hamburger joint. Anyway, got a package of 100 of these for $2.25, and they come in different sizes. And what they are, inside this Ziploc bag are lots and lots of little small Ziploc bags. And these are excellent for many, many uses, okay? After you're finished, here's another hint for you. After you're finished cutting up old blue jeans and denim to make char cloth out of, you make your char cloth, you put them in these little baggies, you know, one dose, one use worth of, one trip's worth, one day's worth, whatever you want to call it. Zip this little deal up, and you don't have to worry about your char cloth winding up with a bunch of, you know, humidity causing it hard to light. That is, anybody that lives in the south, northeast, southeast, that's a good hint for you. These are also available. Found them at Michael's Crafts, and I also found them at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby. We love Hobby Lobby. In my mind, or in my clothing. So, that is about everything I wanted to cover and talk about for now. I've got several other hints and tips and tricks that I'd like to share, but they're more leaning towards the outdoors. Need to get outside, need to get in the woods, and I really do plan on doing that this weekend while I'm home, if I can avoid the honeydew list, and actually get out and record some better videos outside in the woods, show you some of our wonderful Mississippi pine forests. I think you'll enjoy that. And if you enjoyed this video of me rambling on in my super duper mysterious location, hit the like button for me. Tell your friends about it. Share this video. Put this video on your favorite bulletin board. Say, check this guy out. He's hilarious. He's an idiot. Whatever you need to do. Just subscribe and like my video. And I'd appreciate it. Oh, one more thing. You might notice it just kind of looks strange. Another thing I found at Hobby Lobby. Avoid the red. The red will bleed all over everything. These bandanas. And I work a lot out of Laredo, Texas. It's 110, 114, 105 regularly. What I do with these, I take these, and then, like this one right here, I did it earlier. I take these and I wet them down, moisten them. They're not soaking, dripping wet. You moisten them, fold them up, roll them up, put them around your neck. Okay? Just put them around your neck, tie them off however you want to tie them. You can use a modified necktie knot or neckerchief knot. And actually, at work I wear collared, you know, button-up shirts with collars. But put it inside the collar, and it will cool you down. Just having that little bit of dampness around your neck makes a big difference. Just one of them tips for the outdoors. You know, you do this in the woods, it helps keep you cooler, you know, those hot days. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. God bless you. Y'all have a great evening.